I have also had quite a lot of contractions those last few days, and painful contractions. It's a little bit bothering because, well, I've been at the hospital to check it out before, as I told you. Uh, this doctor checked out the ultrasound and everything, and everything looked fine right then. But I keep having those contraction, and it's on the level where I feel that maybe I should go to the hospital, and every time I think that it ends. But I definitely going to talk to the midwife about it at Friday if I haven't talked to doctor about it before that, because it's starting to worry me a bit. And I definitely don't want to go into labor this early, even if the chances for a baby to survive right now is very high. It would be a very long way, and there are no guarantees. I mean, it's not free from risks to give birth this early. And now I get a text message from my daughter, who doesn't know how much, what time it is, because it's almost midnight, and still she's sending texts and expects me to be awake. So I have answered her and told her I love her, because I think you should tell your children that often. And I always do when we are home, but she's away so much, and in that age she also, I mean, you want to keep an eye on your children. At the same time, she has to have the possibility to grow. So I try to leave her alone a little bit when she's away, and don't text her all the time, don't call her all the time, try to trust her. But at the same time, it also, when I do call her, or when I do text her, it's often because I want something, or because I'm worried because you haven't heard from her. And when you worry, you often get a little bit irritated, and I don't think I tell her in my text messages how much I love her as often as I should. I mean, you should hear that several times every day from your parents. Something you should always hear. So fundamental for a child to know that your mom loves you. I know she knows I love you, but still, it's tricky to be a mother of a teenager. It's much easier with a baby, and I also think it's something I will be able to appreciate this time around. To yeah, to have a baby, and all the things you thought was hard when you had a first baby or a second baby when I was small. Things like we don't sleep at night, and time stands still a bit when you have a baby. Weeks are very long, and something, if a baby doesn't sleep like it usually did, or change its sleeping pattern, and it's past 2 weeks, and you're, oh my god, it's gonna last forever, and so on, and like now 2 weeks. So yeah, I think that's gonna be a good thing to have a baby now, when it's old. Still my little babies. Or all three of them. I think a lot about my baby girl who died. Uh, when we talk about pregnancies, I talk about all of my pregnancies, and often I talk about my latest pregnancy because, well, it simply was the latest. It's easier to talk about something that happened 10 years ago instead of something that happened almost 19 years ago. So I talk a lot about her right now. And I don't talk about her death and missing her and so on, which is what I talked most about those last years. But I talk a lot about how it was expecting her, waiting her, to have her, how she was inside of me, what she reacted to, what she liked, what she disliked, how, yeah. And it feels really good to be able to do that, to, in a way, let her be as important in my life as she is. Not reduce her to something very sad and tragic, and something most people don't want to really talk about, because it is hard to talk about it. It's the hardest thing what can happen to you to lose a child. it was such a short time she lived. It's not so much to talk about, but pregnancy is something I can talk about. Still happy. It's a lot to me.